with a chance to take the lead. Kaepernick, end zone, Crabtree, broken up, picked off. This game is over.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to 12 minutes of your time. I'm Mike Bailey. This is Ryan Bailey. And this is the week 3 preview where the Seahawks will be hosting the Dolphins. Seahawks are 2-0, Dolphins are 1-1. Without Tua, that's the obvious. And as usual, this is 12 minutes, so we're going to start the timer now. And let's go. As I just stated, Ryan, no Tua for the Dolphins. That's obviously an unfortunate thing for him as it's another head injury, but it could be a positive for us facing a backup quarterback with very little experience.
Yeah.
Still, well, I'll start with the spread. The spread started at 6.5. Now it's 4.5. For obvious reasons, the Dolphins have to travel very far. Probably one of the furthest travel miles wise for either team. And it's a backup quarterback, and they could be down a little bit motivational wise. So, any initial thoughts, Ryan?
Yeah, I mean, it's always difficult going up against a quarterback you don't have as much film against. So it's like, don't just think it's going to be a win when, they can come out here and they just they'll set a game plan up to give him easy completions to start the game. They still have Tyreek and Waddle, so he can still get the ball out to those guys. And yeah, everyone's just gotta still play a tight game and a disciplined game against, it doesn't matter if it's against a rookie or a quarterback we don't know much about. You still have to play like you're going up against an elite quarterback.
Yeah, I think it would be very important for us not to allow ourselves to think this is going to be an easy win. They still have a very good run game. Last week, overall, looking at the stats, it just looked like Buffalo was extremely more efficient in the first 3 quarters, definitely the first half. They picked 2 or 3 times, gave themselves good field position. Josh Allen only had to throw the ball like 17 or 19 times, and Cook scored 3 touchdowns. Overall, it was just seemed like an easy game for them. Very efficient, like I said.
Yeah. I mean, they're just gonna go do what the Patriots did. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna go and run the football because the Patriots were close, like in that game against us, because we could not stop the run at some point, especially later in the game. So if they keep the game close, right? The quarterback starts off going, 8 of 10 or something like that. They put up a few points, keep the game close, then they'll continue to be able to run that football and wear us down. And then it becomes like who's got enough legs to stop Achane to really keep him out of the end zone. So that's what I worry about the most because he's a talented running back, and Patriots looked terrible on Thursday night because they got outscored right away, which we did not do to them. We did not outscore them 21 to nothing or whatever it was, 21-3. And then all of a sudden they have to throw the football to win the game. And, Jacoby Brissett could not do that. So that's what we want to do the same here. We want to go up quick. I want to see some pass heavy, right? Get us going, get us down the field, score touchdowns quickly, and then we can be able to control the clock, run the football, and keep the ball in Thompson's hands so that, he has to go try to win the game because he won't win that game. He won't be able to do it.
Yeah, the percentage of him going down and scoring a game-winning TD, or giving them if we're up 10 points and two possessions,
Mhm.
the chances are pretty slim. You're right, Devon Achane, uh, they used the hell out of him last week. 22 rushes for 96 yards, a decent average of 4.5. And then they also threw the ball to him 7 times, or at least he caught 7 times for 69 yards, so about a 10 average, and that's where he got his TD as well. Yeah, someone like that could be very dangerous against us.
Yeah.
Do you have is Raheem Mostert, going to be in?
I mean, he's doubtful right now, which is a good thing for us because if it was the two-headed running back game going on, I would be more nervous. So hopefully he does not play. Because just like us, like we have, Kenneth and Charbonnet, and it would be nice to have both of them playing, but I don't think Walker's going to play. And it'd be nice if Mostert didn't play too, so that it's just like one single back going against us. And that way we can kind of, keep hitting him, keep hitting him, keep hitting him until, maybe he wears down or, just keep the ball away from them being able to mix it up with different running backs. That's why I want Mostert. I don't want him to have to mix it up because he's talented too. He's just as talented as Achan, like he is. Yeah. So
Yes, very,
we
very
don't have
much.
any Kenneth Walker. I don't think.
My apologies. Yes, and that's a good point. Walker is doubtful as well. That hurts us. But yeah, if Mostert's out, that helps us because you're right. If they have both, then they can just heavily rely on the run game, and
Yeah.
then go for play action against with the Hill and Waddle. Um, and hypothetically, yeah, their receiving core is just as talented as ours. I wonder if we go back to a heavy Jackson Smith and Jigba as we
Yeah.
did 12 receptions for 117 yards last week. We could have another 10 reception game from him.
Yeah, we could, and that'd be great. I would love to, no, I think a big deal here as well is that DK needs to make sure he controls his emotions out there. I love that he plays, with a high motor and high, high emotions, but he's going up against Jalen Ramsey, and I don't want him to like cause his penalties or anything like that, like he has in the past. But yeah, so if we get the ball out, get it to JSN, maybe that will relieve some pressure off of DK and get big plays to him too. But yeah, I think we're gonna need to see a lot out of JSN this week and a lot out of Tyler Lockett and really hope that those two can just kind of win the game for us because Jalen will most likely lock down DK. Or there's no reason to throw to Jalen if you got JSN and Lockett not going up against them. Like there's just don't take the risk. Like there's just no reason for it. Run the football and throw it to the other two great wide receivers that we have right now.
Yeah, I agree. And no, that's a Lockett is it clear to go? Noah Fant is clear to go, and
Yeah,
also Charbonnet had 5 receptions last week, and we used him as well, and that's where his one TD came in. So yeah,
yeah,
we can also throw it in. So
yeah.
and Bobo. We forget about Jake Bobo
And we got
in the past couple
Bobo.
weeks. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we're definitely have options. I think
Hmm.
I think you're right. I think if we went a little pass heavy first, even though if it's like short passes, to simulate the run game for Charbonnet, and then maybe we
Hmm.
use the run game to close out the game. But once again, I'm going back to your point with the Buffalo Bills, they got off to a fast start,
Yeah,
and my apologies. The Jets got off to a fast start against the Patriots. Well, Buffalo did get off to a fast start as well, and make Skylar Thompson throw the ball,
yeah,
um, when
yeah.
and go away from the run game. And who knows? Maybe they stick with Mike McDonald sticks with the run game and just tries to keep it close. But in general, yeah, we would like to score and score early.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we've got we saw last week the offense produce at a higher level in the first half, which was great. Um,
Yeah.
so I want to see that again. I want to see them score touchdowns a little bit quicker or a little bit, earlier and just more of them in the first half. That'd be great. That would really help us in the second half. But the offense also has to score points in the second half as well. It's not like, this is an NFL team we're going up against. We're not going to just beat them in the first half and that's going to be it, right? Like how Buffalo did or how the Jets kind of did. That we got to go out there and go beat them in both the first and second half. So we only scored 3 points last week in the second half. So I want to see more points in the second half as well too. The offense has got to play well all 4 quarters, and that would be a nice step up this week to see. Hopefully the Dolphins are just kind of a little bummed out from getting just destroyed last week or, now that their quarterback's out. But, a lot of times when you get destroyed, you want to come back fighting hard to show that you can still make the playoffs or still be a competitive team. So we'll see. We'll see how my McDaniels does with his team, getting him ready for this week and actually like wanting to play hard. But we got to go out there and just smash him right in the mouth again and just do what Buffalo did. I mean, just high percentage completions, run the football. High percentage completions, run the football. Like that would be amazing. That would be great.
Yeah. Grubb has shown himself. You're right. That's a good point about only scoring 3 points in the second half last week. We did score 3 points in overtime to win. And we have scored in every quarter except the third quarter last week. So that's good, but
Yeah.
only 6 points, excuse me, 6 points in the last 3 quarters against the Patriots. And then the Patriots immediately get blown out by the Jets. Doesn't look too good.
Yeah.
Hopefully has a good game plan. Maybe we do
Yeah.
use the pass to set up the run.
Yeah, I mean, just Jacoby just had a good first half. He went like 8 of 10, like 8 of 10 or 8 of 11, like to start off the game. Like he was just playing, he just was completing everything. And against the Jets, he didn't do that. So not too worried about it. I just don't want Skylar Thompson to be able to, go 8 for 10 too, because that would be really bad. That would make the game more competitive, closer game than I would like it to be. So really just getting that guy and getting the pressure still. Like we're number one in pressures, right? We've had 50 quarterback pressures. We're number one in the league. We've got to keep that up. I think we're gonna have a lot of our defensive line still out there. No, Uchenna Nwosu still, which is okay. I don't think he practiced all week, but so hopefully he can start practicing next week. But and then no Jerome Baker either at linebacker, which is tough on us. So I think we have a rookie playing linebacker for him because we did last week. He came in, the rookie did. So, maybe not have Jerome Baker or not have linebackers try to guard HN out of the backfield. That would be probably something I don't want to see. Maybe have, those safeties or corners try to go and get after him. But Devin Witherspoon, Tariq Woolen, they're gonna have to really cover well against Waddle and Tyreek, and just don't let Tyreek get open downfield. Like you just can't do it. I don't know if Skylar Thompson can get him the ball, but they're for sure gonna try. They're gonna try to get him the ball, and we got to just stay
That's
disciplined and go at him, and no penalties.
that's it. That's a great point. Because you want to get the ball in the hands of your best playmakers, Hill, Waddle, HN. Less than a minute left, Ryan. Anything else you want to add about special teams or the fact that if we go 3-0 and the Rams play the Niners and they could go 1-2 each if the Rams win, so we're rooting for the Rams, that
We're
could be a
rooting for the
big deal
Rams.
for us. Yeah.
Yeah, we're rooting for the Rams. I mean, that's for sure. We want to have that 2 game lead on those two. I mean, also the Cardinals are playing really well too, so it'd be nice to see them get another loss this week. But but we just got to go out there and go get our win, right? Like that's the most important. But yeah, special teams. Michael Dixon's. I think he was special teams player of the week. For punting, like he's done a phenomenal job. Myers has done a phenomenal job. Everyone's been doing really well all around the board. So shout out to Harbaugh's son, who's the special teams coordinator, and he's done a really good job, especially after that muffed punt, after that muffed kickoff. I think we had in the first week. Haven't really seen any issues on the special team side of things.
That's a great point. I love that. And we'll learn Harbaugh's first name by next week, unless you remember off the top of your head. But you're right. Myers, game-winning field goal, hit game-tying field goal, and Dixon, you're right, was special teams player of the week. All right, everybody, that's it for us. That was 12 minutes. We're definitely rooting to go 3-0 and take a 2-game lead on maybe the Rams or whoever. So
Let's go Hawks, baby. Woo!
go Hawks. Woo!